Hello, and welcome to today's lesson. I hope you've learned about the trade balance in the previous non-plasma lesson. The trade balance is defined as the difference between the value of exports of goods and services to that of the value of imports. Remember that if value of exports is greater than value of imports, it's called trade surplus. Whereas, if value of imports is greater than value of exports, it's called trade deficit. Students, you must have also noted that Ethiopia has been facing high amount of trade deficit for many years. We have also discussed current account balance. Current account balance includes the trade account, the service account, and the transfer account. The only component of foreign trade in Ethiopia that often registered a positive balance of payment is the services account. However, the current account balance of Ethiopia often remains in deficit despite substantial private transfer inflow and a small but increasing net receipt from services. Students, in today's lesson, we will discuss the capital account balance and the national debt service and performance. We will start our lesson by explaining what capital account balance means. Capital account balance covers transactions in financial assets and liabilities. It differs from the current account transactions in that it necessarily involves domestic residents either acquiring or conceding claims on foreign residents. Hence, it deals with changes in the levels of claims on foreign residents. Let's now consider the trend of current account and capital account balance using the data from some selected years. As you can see from this table, which is available in your textbook, the value of exports is less than value of imports for all the years, implying a negative trade balance or a trade deficit. Except for 1992-93, the capital account exhibits a positive balance. This high surplus of capital account balance reflects the higher official long-term capital inflows and a modest increase in estimated inflow of foreign direct investment. Similarly, net services and private transfers depict a positive balance. Students, the data on the table you just saw has been converted to a graph form so that you'll be able to see the trends. Before I describe the trends, I want you to watch the following graph carefully and describe what you observe. Discuss in groups before you describe the graph. Here is the graph. I hope you've enjoyed reading and describing the graph. Now, watch carefully as I describe the magnitudes and trends. In this graph, the lower line depicts the trends in trade balance. As it is below the x-axis, it is obviously negative for all the years between 1992, 93, and 2008-9. This implies not only a trade deficit, but also an increasing trend in the trade deficit. However, the capital account was positive and shows a positive trend. Due to large magnitude and increasing trade deficit, the current account also exhibits a growing deficit. In this line graph, the upper line represents private transfers, while the lower line represents net services. Net services and private transfers depict a positive balance and an increasing trend in all years. I hope the distinction between current account and capital account is clear to you. Now, jot down the difference between current account and capital account, and also explain the difference to the students sitting next to you.